Not only is Batman Arkham Asylum one of our most anticipated titles for 2009, it somehow manages to become even more enticing every time we see it. Perhaps it's because Eidos still has plenty to reveal about the game. From the few visits we've made to developer Rocksteady Studios, we'd say there are at least a couple of major characters yet to be revealed. One character that has been revealed though is the Joker, who is not only a playable character in the PlayStation 3 version of the game, but he has 8 specific challenge room levels to boot. We were lucky enough to be the first people in the world to play these levels as the Clown Prince of Crime, and we found him to be a completely different proposition to the Dark Knight himself.
Did any of you hear the one about the escaped patient hunting down the guards and killing them one by one? No? Stick around.
It's clear from our playtime that the Joker isn't just Batman in a different skin. He's a completely different character with his own strengths and weaknesses. The key difference is that the Joker isn't clad in body armour, nor does he have an arsenal of gadgets to hand. But what he lacks in strength and tech, he makes up for with pure anarchic destruction. He can unleash a pair of mechanical chattering teeth, holding a stick of dynamite which he can remotely control and detonate next to his enemies. And he can also run amok, performing stealth kills with his signature Joker twists, kicking enemies square in the groin for example, jumping on their shoulders and smashing them in the head, or spraying toxic gas in their face before dancing maniacally over the fallen body. These skills mean that the Invisible Predator mode is a completely different experience between Batman and the Joker. The Invisible Predator mode contains a set of unlockable levels, opened up by collecting items in the main game itself, where the aim is to take out all of the enemies as quickly as possible. Whereas Batman can swing from pillar to pillar, taking out inmates from up high, the Joker has to use each level's interconnected vents and drains in order to hide from enemies. And while Batman's body armour can withstand some indirect gunfire, the Joker can be taken down with a single shot. The Joker isn't completely helpless, however. Like Batman, he has a form of X-ray vision that he can use to see the skeletal outline of his enemies through the walls. The Joker's take on the technology is slightly more comical, however. He wears large spiral specs that make a hypnotic whirring noise as he wears them. He's also limited to using them while he's stood up, so you can't hide in the vents while studying enemy patrol patterns, which obviously leaves you vulnerable to attack. Finally, the Joker also has access to a gun, albeit with only one bullet. That said, it's still a useful weapon, if only for killing people and creating noise. Fire it off and the other enemies will investigate both the dead body and the area where the shot came from. We were left thoroughly impressed with our first play of the new Invisible Predator rooms, and Rocksteady has really delivered on its promise to make Batman and the Joker two distinct characters. The level we played, Paging Dr. Joker, was the easiest of all these levels, and Eidos promises that the later rooms will ramp up the difficulty with more enemies and fewer hiding spots. It's difficult not to mimic the Joker's crazed laughter as he tears up Arkham Asylum. The full game is set for release at the end of summer, and we get the feeling that Eidos still has plenty more to reveal about the game between now and then. You can find out even more about our hands-on with the Joker by reading our full preview on GameSpot.com.
Too easy. Played you like a violin and cut your strings.